Welcome back, Brickmaniacs. I'm here with Dan Siskin, and we are looking at the next Brickmania eBay auction. We have, what, how many kits is this?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big selection.
So we lost count. That's how many kits it is.
Yeah, we keep finding stuff. So how we get all this stuff is we go through our stores as stuff sells out. We get the display models sent back to us here at Brickmania headquarters, and here we are going to, any duplicates that we already have in our collection, we're going to let them go to the public. And of course that gives us money to do the next thing. We're opening more stores, we're making more cool stuff. So this is your way to help us. We sell off our excess, you help us move to the next level.
Well, and the cool thing about these is, like Dan was just saying, these are all genuine display models, which means they were at one point displayed in a Brickmania store. So you get the added value of having a cool Brickmania kit, plus the fact that, I mean, there's a little bit of uniqueness going on with these as well. So let's, where do you want to start?
Well, right here, I guess we're right with the big ones, the big ticket items. Here, let me turn this around. You can see what that price was. This is a Chinook. MH47, we did this a couple years ago. I think there's only 100 of these in existence. It has some unique items that we did, M240Ds for the door guns, 5 unique printed items. This is sort of like, we're starting at the high end here. This thing's been out of production. It's one of the most requested kits we've done. This is the model that would be used for basically special operations. It's the G model, MH47G. It's used for basically anti-terrorism. I can see that there's some conjecture where parts go on these things. There we go. Let's fix that.
They've been reassembled.
The location of that refueling boom. These are all models that were on display. This one, I don't have the instruction book right here, but we will go through our archive, find original instruction books. If we can't find one for whatever out of the production group, we'll actually just print one. So you make sure we give you instructions. I should mention that all of these models are going to be shipped assembled. We will not take them apart for you. We're going to wrap them up as best we can for shipping. We will include the instructions so it does get damaged.
It gets bumped around, right?
Yeah, you'll be able to repair it. I guarantee this one will not arrive in one piece.
maybe several pieces, but like you said, you'll have what you need to put them back together.
It's a solid display model, but yeah, it's not going to travel too well. I put one of these together after it was shipped to the store, and after it's shipped back to us. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
And talking about one of the most requested kits to come back, this is another super requested kit sitting right next to it, the A10 Warthog.
The original Brickmania kit from like 3 years ago.
Oh, I can't even tell you how many times I've seen people posting in the comments saying like, please bring back the Warthog. Well, now you got a chance to get one, but you got to get on it fast, because I'm sure that one, just like the one sitting next to it, which is the P61B Black Widow, both of those are just going to go.
This was a Black Friday special last year. We only made 50 copies of it. It was gone in hours. I mean, maybe even minutes. It was like unbelievably fast. Never been restocked ever since. Not saying it won't ever get restocked. I don't want to be a hypocrite and do something we don't. But it's not on the schedule. We don't have the means to do it. We don't have it on the schedule to do it. So you get it here. I should have pointed out that this is in front of it. This is one lot.
Micro tanks.
Micro tanks. We only have one instruction book out, but you will get instructions for everything here that we have instructions for. Some of these are actually prototypes that were never released as kits. This is the original little Sherman that we made years ago, before the game was even invented, as a holiday ornament for your Christmas tree or Hanukkah bush or whatever. Kwanzaa palm tree.
Whatever you celebrate.
So, but still, we have some of these. Some of these were display models. Some we just found around the office. Decided, hey, let's just put a lot out, and one big micro brick battle lot of classic Brickmania micro brick battle.
Yeah. So if you want a whole bunch of micro tanks, you don't have to do the work to sit there and try to outbid on each individual one of them to get the full lot. They're just all listed together, so you can get them all shipped.
Right, and there's a few unique ones in there you'll never be able to find anywhere else.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So the mouse, obviously, this is another one that people are always asking.
Moving into armored territory, yes, we have the mouse. This one, this is by far one of the most popular and rare kits that Brickmania's done. Highly sought after. You do get the coveted mouse commander comes with it, and of course it does come with a mouse.
The actual mouse, yes.
Yes.
Patton, another super popular request.
M48 Patton. This is one of Cody's first main battle tanks. It does have some unique features, like you can remotely turn the turret from the back. This is the first kit, I think, of the Brickmania kit that had that feature.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Moving on to the Tiger.
Tiger, yep. This is one of the earlier Tigers. This is the Alsif H. I wouldn't say earlier, but it's an earlier generation. And something that's kind of cool about this one is this one has interior details. Let me see if I can pull this one apart here. So you do have the engine compartment.
Nice.
So you have seats for 3 guys. You obviously only have the 1 guy that comes with it, but just wanted to show off it does have a detailed engine compartment. A little bit nicer than the one that we currently sell in our web store. It's sort of like the, it's fairly well sought after. It does have opening hatches so you can put the command or the drivers in there.
Look right down in there and see the designed interior. That's pretty cool. Well, and speaking of designed interiors, this off-world APC, I mean, I don't know if you get any more designed interior than this bad boy. Look at that. There's like some ridiculous number of printed parts that go into this. 18
different printed tiles or something inside there. They're all unique. So John's
really
celebrating
cool
his victory in the back, but you can't see the UV printers cursing him in the distance. So you do get the unique Space Marine in that one. It does have some other cool features. I think that this is kind of the
little turret that slides up there. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and this one in front moves as well. I mean, all the specs you get from a Brickmania pit.
It's typical.
It's got working parts, you know? That's just how it is. And then right in front here, do you want to just kind of run down these real quick?
We did a whole series of tool workshop stuff. It's like a tool shop, workshop. So you have blacks, it's the forge and anvil, the lathe, engine hoist, bandsaw, bench grinder. This is a vise, bench vise. Scroll saw, and the needle warfer, which is kind of inappropriately placed.
Doesn't quite fit with the rest of those, but any cool Moxie you're building with that's a cool way to have some detail. But then moving back to the tanks here, we got a couple of white. Well, I suppose this is technically a black box.
It is a
really,
black
they're
box.
both white
This
boxes.
is the earliest form of the black box. These were like the super high-level kits back in the day. We said, okay, we're gonna make our own stickers. This is early on. Now, of course, almost all of our kits come with unique stickers or printed tiles. But this was a big deal for us to actually be able to get these printing done. These are actually stickers. This is the IS2. I did this years ago. Actually have one with the box. We don't always keep the box because a lot of the times the display models are prototypes, or we just build it, send it to the stores. This one is actually kind of predates all that, so we're fortunate to have the box, and of course the instructions are in the box. Right next to it is that it's gray. It is a Panther. This is sort of like at the point where we had a breakthrough moment and was able to make the Panther. Way more realistic than we've ever been able to do it in the past.
Turret looks phenomenal.
Used to be when I'd make a Panther, I'd make 5 or 10 at a time. This is the first mass production Panther, again with the box. So it's kind of a unique thing. It does have detailed interior. Instructions go with it. That's kind of a neat.
Just to clarify, the ones you see with boxes, those are the ones that will come with boxes. All of them will come with instructions, but only the ones that actually have the box will have a box.
Right, and if you don't see instructions, we'll find the instructions.
Right.
So what you have next to it, this is IS3 tank. We actually have 3 guys, which is kind of unusual. So you can, I think the full crew would be 5, but I think the kit only came with 2. So somehow we ended up with an extra Russian.
Look at that, a little bonus action.
Yep, you'll get a bonus Russian tanker with that.
Oh, and this one, it looks like kind of kicks off the aircraft of the smaller variety, anyways.
So
this is
World War
Swallow.
II, back into World War II. So we have the ME-262 Swallow. This is, of course, the first real operational jet fighter of World War II. Next to it is a Pershing kit.
The original Zero.
That's not the original.
An older Zero, white box Zero.
Yeah, back in the day, back in the really back in the day, like the early 2000s, I did a Zero. Nothing like this. We didn't have any of these pieces back then. So this is my first attempt to go make a Zero with the modern elements, curve brakes, curve slopes, all that stuff.
Modern Zero.
first the modern Brickmania era, the Mijai era. Mijay. So it does come with a box. That's kind of unique. We're gonna have to look for a pilot with that one. If we can't get a pilot, we'll mention that in the
description.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So there's no pilot in it now. I don't know where. I'll look around.
Okay. So. Looks like we got some artillery in front of it as well. All the way back to the Civil War.
Yeah, this is kind of a mixed bag. We did find this Napoleon gun kit, and we're digging around. We found a few of the Confederates. Of course, we do have these Confederate flags, which we stopped actually selling. Last time you're gonna be able to find any of those. We're not condoning the flying of that flag. We're just gonna get rid of them.
Yep.
Next to them we have this Maxim gun. This is another early Brickmania World War I kit, and it does come with. It's kind of unique. These are fabric
Oh yeah.
jackets. This is back in the old days. So this dates this kit. You're talking like five years old, before we had the ability to print on figures. Probably longer than 5 years ago, actually. Next to that, you have a Flak 36. One of the older ones. Brickmania hasn't made a light gray one in 4 or 5 years, at least. And of course, another older P38. That's actually micro
scale.
It is micro brick battle scale. Made it as a limited edition kit as a sponsorship for Brick Magic, like 2010 or something. I mean, it was like, so that's a long time ago.
Yeah, so if you haven't picked up on it, a lot of this stuff is old.
Yeah, and we have, there's stuff just, we open up boxes, we're like, this warehouse is huge. There's lots of old stuff. We're like, hey, look what we found. Like right next to it, it's the LEFH 1840. So we actually sell a modern, another camouflage version of this kit. This is the original Brickmania version of it. Next to that, this is M1897. Of course, it's the American version of the French 75. It comes with 2 American World War I soldiers.
Those sweet brick arms. Type 1, little anti-tank gun right here.
Yep, a little Japanese anti-tank gun. Of course, that kit hasn't been available for quite a while either. So.
DPV, little modern desert assault vehicle, sitting right in front of this.
The Douglas Dauntless, yes. So this is last fall or
Square these off against each other.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, the Dauntless is a dive bomber. Did have 2 forward-facing machine guns, so if they ever had a chance, they would take pot shots at enemy airplanes too. So that's not unheard of. So,
moving on from that, we got the M3 Lee. This is a really nicely designed turret here. Almost looks like a precursor, maybe even to that Hollywood add-on pack going on there.
Yeah, this is the U.S. Army's main medium tank at the beginning of World War II. It does come with a couple guys. We had this set came out, I want to say the beginning of 2018, and it is not available, has not been available for quite a while. So this is kind of unique. We actually have the box, which is surprised the crap out of me when I found that box.
One of the few more modern boxes up on here.
Well, this is a hybrid. We made the slip cover. Maybe it was even a sticker. We had to wrap. This is our modern box style, of course, but we didn't have our inner boxes, the black boxes yet. So while we were waiting for the printers to get to the box manufacturer to get our boxes, and we had to make kind of a hybrid, and that's in that hybrid period. We can't forget the DPV.
Yeah, no, DPV. Yep, Desert Patrol vehicle here. That's a Yitzy model from back in the day.
Right.
Comes with a couple. Oh, there's 3 guys in there.
3 guys. They do all fit in there. It is basically a desert go-kart, high-speed, desert vehicle, just bristling with all kinds of weapons. You got anti-tank weapons, anti-personnel weapons, hand grenade launchers, everything. So
very, very cool.
Yeah, it's very stealthy. It's all very black.
It goes along with your Widow, just a little different era. A couple of Space Race kits here, Friendship 7, and then this is Mercury, right? Yeah.
Yep. So that's the Mercury Redstone 3 rocket. So a couple of milestones from the space race. Of course, this is really pertinent right now because we're in the year of the 50th anniversary of the landing on the moon, the first humans to land on the moon.
Maybe a couple of the coolest, just like displayable kits. If you're looking for one to like sit on your desk at work or something, those are right up there.
You can turn them into bookends. Have all your space Odyssey books.
Yeah, all your literature. So, all right, moving on. Crusader MK3.
Crusader Mark III, of course, is another British World War II tank. I think we just made 1 batch of this. This came out last year when we were doing 1943, and it was just one on our list. We're like, we got to get the Crusader. We can't. We're gonna one at a time. We'll get all the British tanks done, and the Crusader's time had come, and it was really nice in this sort of Desert Rats camouflage.
Yeah, it's a really cool build. Nicely paneled. These are going to go together, correct?
Yes, that is one set. This is actually one of the most sought after sets that we've done. It is the Sonderkraftsverzug, whatever. SDKFC 251, Ausf D with the Pack 40. It is one set. This is one of the most sought after kits that we've done. You can get instructions for it in the what is it, the Operation Barbarossa, I think, the newest instruction book. So you can, it's not as rare as it once was because instructions are available, but you do get the instruction book, the original display card signed, everything. So that's kind of.
It's already built for you there.
It is.
That's kind of convenience. And that's what you're after.
You actually have the one that was on display in the store. So.
Right next to that, staple of the Luftwaffe, the Messerschmitt.
Yeah, BF-109. This is my early version. Of course, we have a newer version that Cody paid great homage. This is a little bit less sophisticated. So this one hasn't been in production for quite a long time. Yellow nose, early war Messerschmitt.
Then next to that, another World War I tank, right?
Yep, this is Schneider. So again, this has got a box, but it's that crazy hybrid sticker wrapped around the box. Does come with the French, the actually unique French tanker. Only came in this set.
He's got a cool printed face on there. And then just to mention too, all these kits that you're seeing in front of the stuff that we're going past, obviously for time's sake, we're not going through each little thing here, but all this stuff is going to be posted and available in the auction. So if you just see something through the course of this video, don't worry, it's going to be up there. You can go find it.
And there's some unique variations. Like for example, this French 75 here has the original fabric, the original soldier with fabric cover. You know, we put this out a little bit later that had a printed torso, and people have asked, like, what happened to the fabric? We like it, you know. Which unfortunately we can't get these anymore. The person who's making for us, he just kind of got burnt out, and we don't want to steal somebody's idea, so we discontinued using them. So you will be able to get one of these kind of rare, coveted fabric uniforms that we had for a really limited window there.
Which, I mean, the uniqueness of it is kind of the reason we do this, is because like all this stuff, the reason it's been displayed is because it's unique and it's cool and it's been displayed for a while. So I mean, that's part of the draw to it.
And some of these are early versions of stuff that came out again later. So.
Got a Stug and a T-34-76 here.
Some older kits came out a couple of years ago. I mean, a lot of these, I guess they're all older kits, that wouldn't be on this table. So.
And then this is another 2-for-1, one that will come together here, right?
Yes. So this is, actually it's not even a 2-for-1, this is the pack wagon. So you have this, it's a SDKFC 250 that has the pack, it's a pack 38 actually, built into it. And it's been rebuilt to have the pack separate. So we'll throw all the pieces and we'll throw it in as is, and you can go ahead and rebuild it to, at your heart's content. So you have the pack wagon, and you know, you might have to supply some pieces that are missing. We're not going to build it back to the original. We'll just leave them separate, and you'll have some extra pieces.
This is a really cool kit here too. Not to skip the Interceptor, but this is just a really cool kit because of the way it lays out here too. This is the M16A1.
So this is the original Krautmower kit. This one of course we've done the M3 half track with the add-on Krautmower kit, but this is the original all-in-one kit that we did. It does have this ammunition trailer, so it's an M10 ammunition trailer. That was not included in any of the previous builds, or the subsequent builds. So you're kind of getting a unique, hey look, we have the original with the ammunition trailer, has the guys that come with it. That's a pretty cool feature.
And in front of that we have the Interceptor here, along with a Bren carrier. And what piece of artillery is that?
That is a British, this is a 20, what is that, I can't remember. I think it's a 2-pounder anti-tank gun. Okay. You're gonna have to go through the instructions. We just pulled that out. You know, the actual kit version, I should point this out, the actual kit version had a printed crate. This does not come with a printed crate. I believe this came out of one of the group builds that we had done. So at World War Brick, we used to do these group builds, and we would make versions of our kits people can get their hands on. And I believe this one was salvaged from one of those group builds.
Interesting.
So it's not exactly 100% kit worthy, kit ready. It's not the kit, but nonetheless, we don't sell this anymore. So
every piece has a story.
Yeah, and it's the same with the GMC, the 30-weight truck right there. It's from one of the group builds. So it doesn't come with everything that the original kit had, and we'll mention it now. We'll mention it in the listing. So those are kind of unique. Whenever we have something that's not 100%, we'll definitely mention in the product listing that there's something missing or something altered.
Well, and talking about uniqueness here, this is a pretty unique Brickmania kit too. And I mean, like, just look at that.
So that's a Bedford QLC. This is a fuel browser, or Bowser, I should say. This is basically a fuel truck for aircraft. So every airfield would have these. In Britain, you'd have this for sure. You know, land your Spitfire, get refueled, go back and shoot.
Literally right back up, depending on the year. I mean, yeah. 700 versus 2,500.
A fixture at any British air base, and this was built on the Bedford QFC truck, or QLC. I'm sorry.
So then moving on from there, we got a Panzer III and the Let It Whip It. Yeah.
the Mark A Whip It. It's World War I, of course. We have this is a Cara Amato. This is actually Italian. So you have Italian tank, World War II, desert camouflage, desert version. Again, we did that for a really limited window. A couple of
staff cars,
World War I staff cars, a World War II truck.
The lorry.
and again, a kind of a mishmash of other things in front here. The Widowmaker, this is a beast.
Yeah, that thing is.
This is a Vietnam era gun truck. They basically took a quad 50 caliber machine gun mount, and it was a trailer. They actually ditched the trailer wheels and just stuck the mount in the back of the truck for convenience sake. So that way they could fire on the run or on the drive, or you don't have to stop, get out,
go mobile. Very cool. So yeah, that is the entire spread. As I said, I know we didn't get to all of them here, but all of these will be listed, I think, on Sunday. Is that what it's going to be?
We'll be doing it Sunday, this coming Sunday.
Yeah, okay. So make sure to stay tuned for that and keep your eye on eBay and watch these as they go about. And yeah. All right, very cool. Thanks, guys.